Who knows?
Ooh, sassy.
Hi, everybody. You know what time it is. It is time to Star Trek and chill. And for those of you that, so many random fandoms, that's you, Katie. In the live chat, you just showed off some French knowledge. Very nice. Allons-y. Allons-y. Hey, everybody. We're going to talk about so much stuff. We're going to be talking about Star Trek, probably. Beverages and foods. Yeah, we're probably gonna end up talking about DuckTales just because we have a visual reference right in front of us. Boom. That Katie is wearing.
Yeah, this shirt makes me really happy.
It's so they have it at Kohl's. It's super soft and like $15.
I've never been in a Kohl's before.
What?
Wow.
But I'd like to. It sounds cool.
Do you not have them out there?
Field trip. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Melissa, grab him and drag him to a Kohl's.
Field trip.
I'm not easily draggable.
No.
I may seem it, but I'm not.
No.
And everybody, Shar is going to be joining us. She said that we have to continue talking about Fleetwood Mac like last week, but I didn't realize that we hadn't finished our Fleetwood Mac conversation. I thought the Fleetwood Mac conversation was over and done and we moved on, but Shar has said that no, we must continue it. So I don't know what to do about that, but she's not here now. So you guys are off the hook for now. Melissa Longo is here. Of course, she's already showing off a beverage. Melissa, what are you drinking and what are you thinking?
It is sparkling cranberry and ginger beverage. Yum. And it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
And it matches the background, so it just
took your breath away.
Yeah. It's so good.
Meteorologist Katie is also here. She's a 3-time Emmy nominee and 1-time Emmy winner. Woo-hoo. Meteorologist Katie, what are you drinking today and what are you thinking, by the way?
I have my classic water, as always, which is actually sourced in the Great Lakes, as I found out when reading the bottle because I was bored. And I'm thinking that I need to get more Japanese candy. I got this a while ago. I've just been unpacking all my stuff from Sioux City, and this stuff is the bomb.
What is it?
Tastes
Watermelon?
like when you would eat lipstick. Yeah.
Watermelon, fruity and soft.
I have something international to eat too. Ooh. And they're these German cookies.
Those look amazing.
Pretty amazing.
German
yes,
chocolate.
Matt Borden. It is Trader Joe's.
That's
nice.
Scott Jensen the 13th says, Ryan, you can keep talking about Fleetwood Mac or you can go your own way. Clever.
The song started playing.
And my name is Ryan T. Husk, you guys. And today I'm just finishing up a nice protein shake. It's vegan. It's only 35 grams of protein. Usually if you work out and stuff, you want like 40 or 50 grams of protein afterwards, or at least that's what I've always done. But with vegan stuff, it's really tough to find a vegan pre-made thing that usually you're like, here's some vegan protein, 8 grams. And you're like, dude, come on. I need to drink like 40 of you to get through this day.
Yeah.
So, but this one's 35 grams.
If you're trying to build muscle, yes, this is very true.
And I got a 24 pack because it saved me $3 if I bought it by 24. So I'm like, hey, you never know with the way prices are going. I should buy 24 right now because otherwise next month it's probably going to be $30 more. So who knows?
It's a good investment.
Gosh. And it's chocolate.
I'm also drinking this beverage. You see, I went to CVS the other day and this was on sale and it was like Electrolyte Sport. And I'm like, ooh, like Gatorade stuff. Yum, I'll buy this on sale item. And then it turns out it's just flavorless electrolyte water. So
wah, wah, wah.
I didn't even look at the flavor. I was like, oh, it looks very flavorful with, I'm like, ooh, maybe a cran lemonade or something like that, you know? Yeah. Oh, it says right there, water flavor. Water.
It's for picky eaters.
So they tricked me. I thought 90 cents was a great deal for like a large Gatorade, but 90 cents isn't a great deal just for water. But anyway.
Yes, Aaron, they are that kind of cookie with the chocolate and gingerbread. I am ginger heavy today.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're going double. Ginger is good for your health for something, but I don't remember what it is.
It's an anti-inflammatory, anti-nausea, and it's related to turmeric. So it might also have cancer-fighting properties as well, since turmeric does.
Yeah, ginger and turmeric do the inflammation, not anti-inflation. I wish anti-inflammation for sure. I remember taking that stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody at home, let us know, what are you drinking right now, and what are you thinking? What's on your mind? Linda Anreg says, I'm making French bread pizzas again. Ooh, that is, yes, it does count.
Can I come over? I want
See, I'm a Chicago deep dish pizza Puritan. If it's not fluffy and full of enough cheese to send you into cardiac arrest, not me.
I'm fluffy and full of cheese.
There you go.
But I've never been to Chicago. I have no pull to go to Chicago.
Chicago.
I know. And I think it's weird that everybody wants me to. I think that's why I don't want to go.
You should come to C2E2. You'd love
See?
it.
You're trying to, as soon as you say that, everybody goes, you better go to Chicago or else you
get out here.
Let's see. Rose Kirby is also in the live chat. Hello, Rose Kirby. Hi, Glenn Iverson, Chuck A, David Gregory, Chason, JR Poole. Oh no, I forgot. I got to check for jury duty next week. I just got a text. That's not good. That means I might have to go in. That's gonna ruin my night.
What number are you? Are you a high number or low number?
I don't know, but David Gregory is drinking Kavita pineapple peach kombucha with a side of agua. Yum. Rose Kirby is drinking Bailey's at the moment. Very nice.
All right.
Just Rosie is here. Matt Boardman, hello. Shar is popping in right here. Anybody drinking eggnog yet? Is it time for eggnog? Nice.
Just said it in the thing. Ooh, Pat B. Very strong Jamaican coffee.
Ooh, and Glenn Iverson says he's pouring a glass of his favorite Jewish wine. I want to go to Miami. Hello, Shar is here. We were talking so much jive about you before you popped in.
Oh yeah, talking smack about me? That's fine.
Yeah.
How are you?
I didn't have to hear it, so that's fine. I don't care. How are you all?
Hi.
Great.
All right. How
are
doing?
you?
What is your shirt?
Really good. Oh, this is for Kitten Rescue in Los Angeles. It says, I Kitten Heart LA.
Aww.
I got that at CatCon in October. They had their.
You went to Cat.
You were there, and yes, I did. I went to CatCon.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, every year there's one in Pasadena at the Civic Center.
There's this one famous TikTok cat named Uno who has one eye, and he goes.
I got to meet him,
and like you got to.
Yeah, I want to go to CatCon.
I got to see.
I'm so jealous.
I even got like a really distant photo, but yeah, that was a whole thing. It was cool. Yeah, if you love cats, there is a cat convention every year in Los Angeles. It's right around the start of October.
Oh.
Now, do furries show up?
Yes, some do.
Really?
There are a few. Yeah.
Wow.
People will dress up and it's a whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mostly go for the merch. Like there are vendors, a whole big vendors room full of cat themed merch. Anything and everything your heart could possibly desire. It is great. My friend and I, when we go together, we spend probably like a good 3.5 to 4 hours just in the vendor's room, looking at everything and all of the booths. It's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, good news.
It's awesome.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know, but that feeling, I recognize that feeling when you have like a huge relief. I don't have to report for jury duty on Monday. What a deal.
Yay.
I mean, on Monday, I will still have to check to see if I have it on Tuesday. But so that text, when I just got a text that said, you better check your message from your jury portal. And I thought that meant like, you're going in, buckaroo. And I just went online and checked, and it says you do not have to report on Monday, November 14th. I read it like 5 times just to be sure I'm reading it right. Anyway.
I did the same thing a couple of years ago. I got my jury duty notice right as lockdowns were hitting. So that
Oh,
week I
no.
had to check. Everything was shut down. I wasn't obviously going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry too much. Didn't have to make any alternate plans like, hey guys at work, nope, not gonna be there. Jury duty.
Did
That's
you
the thing.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know if you have done jury duty in the last year or so. Did you end up going in, Char? Oh, and what are you drinking? Damn, I want that.
That looked
Ooh,
good.
This is a vodka cranberry.
Yum.
Mm.
What kind of vodka?
I'm totally like I'm in love with cranberry stuff right now.
Yes.
You an
Totally
This
digging
absolute-
it.
It's the
is
season.
cranberry ginger.
Hey, cool.
Are you
Ooh.
an absolute vodka drinker? What's your vodka of choice?
I like Blue Ice. It is a Idaho potato vodka.
Oh,
Really?
It's made in a little
Wow.
town called Rigby, Idaho. Yeah,
Aw.
it's
that
good.
is awesome. Support small
And if
businesses.
I don't have that, Tito's is great too.
Nice.
Those are my go-tos.
Hey, Back of the Head is in the live chat. Speaking of Tito, Back of the Head, do you remember Tito Santana? He was one of the two members of, what was it, the Can-Am Connection. Am I right?
Oh.
Am I right, Back of the Head?
I was gonna
And he
say-
also says
I was
there's a
gonna
Chicago
say-
pizza place in Sherman Oaks.
Oh.
Tito, as in Michael Jackson's brother.
He was not. It was a different Tito in the
Okay.
WWF at the time. There were two Titos in
Ah.
America at that time.
Wow.
One was
Okay.
singing
Fusion.
and one was a high flyer.
Okay.
Strike Force. See, I thought it was Strike Force, but then wasn't no, that was the Rockers. Okay, so maybe it was Strike Force. Well, thank you, Back of the Head. He works for Screen Rant, everybody. He knows everything
Yay.
about Star Trek
Nice.
and wrestling and stuff.
Cool.
Hmm.
So who was in
Very cool.
I think he was in the Can-Am Connection too, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Rick
Barbie-
Martel, the French guy. He went around spraying.
Hey.
Rick Martel was his tag team partner with Tito Santana, and he would go around spraying his perfume and acting all French. But then I was like, he's Canadian. Don't.
Oh,
French Canadian.
Yeah, but-
it works.
I don't think
Yeah,
French
is that a thing?
Canadians are known for being all bougie and spraying their perfume at people. I was like, don't
Yeah.
claim French, bro.
I don't think so. I've only been to Montreal once. I didn't see
Oh.
it.
How was it? I've never been.
I loved it. I want to go back. I have a friend who lives there. It's cool.
Hmm.
Helps to know just a teeny bit of French, but a lot of times they'll recognize that you're a tourist and immediately any service person will just start speaking English to you so you don't have to try to speak French. But there's certain parts that are only French speaking. So if you have very
Mhm.
rudimentary, it's
Hmm.
good just in case.
May Borello in the live chat says that she got called up for December 13th jury duty. Please don't call me
Oh.
in. They usually do, she says. We'll have our fingers crossed for you, May,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I had jury duty pretty close to the start of the pandemic, and
Wow.
they gave you numbers, and then you would have to call and then see if your number was called that day to make sure that you could go in or not. And
Right.
my
Yeah.
number was way high, so I never got called.
Faith Howell says, and I quote, I don't think I've ever been called for jury duty. If I did, I was in Korea and got out of it. Wow.
Oh,
Well, that's a good
That's
reason.
deal.
Yeah, if you're not in the country, you can't
That
exactly
commute
go.
is hell.
yeah.
That's not going to work. I think you have a good reason not to do it.
So
I
we
did-
do have a lot of
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, please
Go ahead.
continue. I was just going to tell everybody that we do have a lot of Star Trek stuff to cover. Everybody, we will be talking about Star Trek. Maybe we'll even talk about the most recent Prodigy episode, but we'll do that a little later
Yes.
so that if it's a spoiler
Yeah.
for anybody, they can just cut out at the end when we spoil it. But
Okay.
the eyebrows say it was good.
It was so good.
Very.
And what were you going to say, Melissa? Before I jump in there?
It
Yeah,
feels
know.
so weird doing that.
it's
I was
not right.
practicing.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey.
Was long
Something like that.
and proper.
Yeah.
Cliff Log and Proper.
I was seeing that all over social media before I'd seen the episode. I was just like, what are they talking about?
I watch
I
Prodigy
think
very
that's-
first thing in the morning and do not get online until I've watched the episode just
Smart.
because spoilers.
Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Good call.
But Melissa, were you going to add something before I jumped in to let everybody know that yes, you are in the right place? We are going to discuss Star Trek probably.
It was just more jury duty.
Yeah.
Oh, when did you
Welcome
do
to the
it?
jury duty
I-
stream.
But then I also did jury duty in New York, and for that I did have to go in too. And then we sat in a big room for hours, all day, and
Wow.
for a week. You
That
need
just
to
sounds
bring
awful.
laptops and stuff. Yeah, it was. Kind
Yeah, I
of,
was thinking, so you can bring a laptop and it's safe, right? Like you can like leave it there when they call you in to do whatever your civic
Yeah.
duty is.
but I never got called into the room to be selected. So
Okay.
they just have a
Oh.
whole bunch
Oh.
of people, and they call your name at random to come in to see if you would be selected for the jury. And other than that, you would just sit in the room and do whatever you want for the whole day.
You could just
It's
sit
kind of
there
like being a
and
background extra. You just stay in
Yeah.
holding until like
Exactly.
you.
hurry up and wait. You could even do Host if you're Ramstein. That's a
Do
Ramstein
us
joke.
niche.
Yeah, you got it.
Lost.
Nine.
German metal band.
That's
Everybody in
all
the
I know
live
for
chat.
Rammstein is that song.
That's all you need to know. That's like probably their biggest
That's all I got.
song.
Yeah,
In
it definitely
America.
is.
Everybody in the live chat, without giving spoilers, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give yesterday's brand new Star Trek Prodigy episode?
A 10.
Mhm.
I'll be
Right.
interested to see because I would give it a 10, but I have one thing that it was nagging at me the whole time.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, but I haven't seen it
Ooh.
yet.
Oh,
No, I watched it right before this actually.
Oh, cool.
oh.
Would you be
Yeah,
able to
you're
tell
correct.
us
We have
what,
lots of
what
10s in
your
the
one
chat.
problem with it was without it being a spoiler?
Yes. Why use the medical facilities on the surface without going back up to the ship
Okay.
That's a really good
where it's
question.
fancier?
That
Beaming
is a
was
good
difficult
question.
though, right? Couldn't just beam,
Maybe,
so
but
you'd
Rock
have to
Top
make a
got there.
trip.
I think it was before they decided they should beam them up on the ship, because there was some question about first contact and second contact and what the rules are with regard to that.
Oh, that would be it. Okay, well then it's a 10
Okay.
out of 10.
Wow.
It has to do with maintaining the prime directive. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Amazing. In the live chat, John Patrick Green says, is it a poll? Not really, because we can only do 4 things, 4 choices in YouTube. So in YouTube polls, so we'd be like, is it a 10, 9, 8, or 7?
Rate
Uh,
A, B, C, or
You
D.
could just do 10, 10, 10, or 10.
But people
There
are
you
giving it very high marks. Just Rosie says
That's
10.
impressive.
Linda Anderegg says 10. Andrew Drzymski, somewhere in there is what his name is, 10.35. It's a very Polish name. That's an amazing number, 10.35. Matt Boardman says 10. Aaron says 9.5, but with an exclamation point. May Borello says 9. Glenn Iverson says 9.5. Peter C, 9.5. Bob D is showing off his French knowledge, saying 11, which means 11. Chuck A
Well
says
done.
100 out of 10. J.R. Poole 10. Fran Iverson 10. Pat B 9.5. Chuck A says DS 9.9 out of 10. Wow. These are very, very high
Cute.
marks.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish
Yeah.
Aaron
Yeah.
Walke were here,
Yeah.
the writer of the episode, so he could see what
Yeah,
high praise
right.
it's getting.
I know.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's great. So,
All the
but we're
love.
not talking
Yeah.
about that right now, are we?
No.
Okay.
No, allegedly.
You know, it'd be fun though to talk about is because for me personally,
Fleetwood Mac. I'm just kidding.
oh, we'll definitely cover the Fleetwood Cat.
Let's talk Fleetwood Mac.
Well, while we do,
Sorry.
everybody in the live chat, let us know in the next calendar year, in the next 12 months, what conventions, Star Trek conventions or sci-fi conventions, are you planning on attending? Because I was just thinking today, I kind of already miss Star Trek conventions. We had the one almost 3 months ago. So let's talk about conventions that we're planning on attending in the next, and also the virtual TrekCon in February. I was thinking about that too.
Yes.
But okay.
Hey.
Shar, you said that we didn't finish our Fleetwood Mac conversation. I had no idea that Fleetwood Mac was a kind of a two-parter conversation. So
How can it
What
not
have you
be? I
got
mean, there's
for
just
us?
so much drama we could discuss. I love Fleetwood Mac. I think, did I just have to leave early? I don't know if this was
Oh, maybe.
during an episode, during a stream, or if it was afterward, but it was like, dang it, I have to go. But we were having a really good time talking about Fleetwood Mac, and I was just really bummed that we didn't get to finish it.
No.
Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of which, I did mention Fleetwood Mac just recently in yesterday's Seventh Rule Prodigy review with writer-producer Aaron Waltke, the guy that wrote the episode, and Bonnie Gordon. And
Nice.
I think it was after he left, and she was talking about Bonnie Gordon was talking about her, her Star Trek song parodies where she changes popular songs into Star Trek related things. And she was like trying to think of like proto-star. And I was like, oh, maybe you could do it in the style of Rhiannon, it's 3 syllables, and proto-star is 3. And she like shot me down so hard. So I was like,
Oh,
That would
Okay.
be tough.
well, because the syllable, the emphasis is on the wrong syllable, I think. So
Exactly.
I think that wouldn't work. But anyway,
Yeah.
so Fleetwood Mac got some love there.
Hey.
Yeah.
nice.
Well, nice. We ought to think about how we could relate Fleetwood Mac songs and customize them, rewrite them with Star Trek lyrics.
In
And send them
Klingon.
to Bonnie.
There oh
Mhm.
my gosh, in Klingon. Well, I remember they did, what was it, Gangnam Style in Klingon?
Yeah.
And it was
Oh,
Klingon
yeah.
style.
it
Yes.
was
That
was great.
incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, and then that
right.
one
Maybe there's
woman
like a
who
Rhiannon
does-
and Klingon.
Right.
That could be cool. How do you say Rhiannon and Klingon? Somebody help us
Right.
out.
The song could be Stovo Core.
Oh.
I don't know.
Again,
Make it
the
work.
syllables don't completely match up, but I like where it's going.
This has potential.
Mhm,
It has potential.
mhm.
Yeah, we got to
Uh,
keep working on this.
Mai, live from Tokyo, is watching from Kentucky.
Hey.
Hey.
And no, probably Tokyo. And Mai says, and I quote, Fleetwood Mac fans must listen to the spin-off album. What is that?
Spin-off.
These
spin-off
two
album?
albums, in my opinion, are better than the Love Chicago album, which rocks in its own right.
I'm checking if there are any
I don't know
Coles
much
near me.
music, so
No, you don't even know Fleetwood Mac? Come on now, they've been around forever.
no.
Maybe that's why.
Oh, you probably know
I
some
can
songs,
show
you just
you-
don't know them.
Let me see what's on if I put my songs on shuffle, because I have the Welcome to Duloc song from Shrek. I have Deck the Halls by Nat King Cole. I have Fun 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 by the Beach Boys. Peace Sign, which is Japanese anime, Christmas songs, and then Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, just to give you a
Wow.
taste.
I
So
thought
I
my
Interesting.
I thought my playlist was eclectic.
I have a German death metal polka song that I occasionally listen to. It's
Wow.
nuts.
Can you
Same,
send us
I
that
have-
link? That sounds cool.
I do have
Totally.
I
Anyone I
love
can indoctrinate
death metal,
into
but
it.
I've not heard that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I do have Portuguese fado music in my playlist.
Ooh.
One of my
Ooh.
playlists.
If we're talking
Nice.
about world music, have you guys listened to Gogol Bordello?
No.
They are freaking amazing. They're like this like a gypsy punk band, so if you just imagine what, they're out in the Balkans or something, but if you imagine what like gypsy music would be if they were like a punk band, man, some of their music just
Wow.
gets me. It's so good.
That
Oh,
sounds
nice.
cool.
Fun one. I mean, it's no
Yeah,
German
I dig.
Dutch chocolate band or whatever you said, Melissa. What did you say? What was the German?
Oh, the cookies that I'm eating, or the Portuguese fado music.
Oh, it was Portuguese. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You got your music confused with your cookies. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't remember what you saw or what you missed, Shar, but Melissa has German chocolate cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did miss that. Right on.
German chocolate cookies. Yum.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
You guys are going to make me so hungry. I have not had dinner, but I'm
Me
going to have it
neither.
right when we're
no.
done.
Oh.
That's
This
okay.
has been my dinner so far, but I will have
Protein
more.
shake.
So I found the nearest Kohl's. We were also talking about Kohl's. Oh, because
Mhm.
Katie got her DuckTales shirt at Kohl's.
Ooh.
I've never been to one.
Oh,
Although
never?
I did
Wow.
I did consider
Wow.
investing in Kohl's, because when the shit hits the fan, like pandemics and inflations and all kinds of madness, then I feel like, and I believe that the theory is that people then stick to the basics, right? Just food, shirts, regular stuff, so you can invest in like things that kind of sell the basics. And I think that's what Kohl's is, right? But I never ended up doing that, I believe, but it was doing really well during the pandemic. But the nearest one is Northridge. That's not too bad. So maybe 15 minutes from me.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll go
It
check
has
it
a
out.
distinct smell. You'll know it. You know it when you walk into Kohl's. Like if someone kidnapped me and blindfolded me and took me to a Kohl's, I would know.
What is the smell? Like dust?
I
Mothballs?
Huh.
Cheap
interesting.
clothing with classier clothing.
Like a
It's
murder?
like a weird
the
mix.
dye or something and the fabric.
But
Yeah.
Target,
Really hard to
almost
describe.
Targets have the same smell as each other.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's-
matter what part of the country you're in.
It smells like their popcorn.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Mm.
I love their popcorn.
Wait, Kohl's has popcorn?
No,
No,
Target.
Target.
No,
Hey.
Target.
Like, you know how like every Target you walk into, you're in a Target because it has that distinct popcorn smell.
I don't have
Because their
popcorn
little
in my
food
Target.
place
Do
has.
you not have it in yours?
What a
What?
ripoff.
Oh man,
Sad for
Aw,
you.
There's no.
There's-
There's.
There's like
it's really sad.
what are those stores like Home Depot called? What are those like,
Big box.
home improvement
Hardware?
stores or something? Hardware store.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
There's a hardware store in San Luis Obispo that has popcorn when they give
Oh,
out, but that's all
oh,
I've seen.
really?
so-
Yeah,
But I didn't see that at Target.
Yeah, not all Targets have popcorn.
Maybe it's a Midwest
Okay.
thing. I don't know.
Isn't
I
that a
don't
problem
know.
though? So then do all of the clothing and the things that they sell have people's popcorn fingers all over them?
It's just,
Gosh, I hope not. I don't know. I don't buy too
you
many
should take a
clothes at
black
Target.
light into Target. And you're like, all right, where's the cheddar? Just let's see it. Where's that popcorn dust?
All right,
They
you know what this
usually
is
have
begging
them
for.
located by the checkout, so you.
I'm certain
They
my
do.
Target does
Out,
not have it because I
and
would smell
then-
popcorn.
Wow, you're missing
Well,
out, buddy. You're
They
missing
I
out.
replaced a
am.
lot of like in the modern ones, they replaced them with Starbucks. So it just smells like coffee now.
Right.
That's what we
That's
have.
true.
Same.
So like
Yeah.
with those, it's sort of like this weird melty plastic smell at Target.
Yes.
You notice that?
Mm-mm.
Like
Mhm.
toys?
Like, yeah, just a bunch of plastic stuff.
Shout out
He's
to Dr.
back.
Susan V. Gruner who sent this to me because I lost mine. My Picard
Mm.
jumped
Aw.
ship at the Paris in Vegas because he wanted to be with his people. He jumped out of my
Oh.
pocket and I lost him forever, but I couldn't be mad. And then now
You should-
Sue replaced
Did you
him.
call
Thank you,
the
Sue.
lost and found? Because I'm sure if you say, "Is there a mini bald man in a green shirt?"
Yes.
they'd
I
easily
would-
be able to find it.
I actually went to the Lost and Found and there was a big old line and I was just like, you know what? I don't
Permanent
know.
away mission.
Because I was like, what are the chances that this is going to be in a Lost and Found? They're just going to sweep it up and throw it away, So I was like, it's not
Or
going to
somebody's
happen.
gonna take it home and give it to their kid.
Yeah.
Prince Julius says popcorn in a hardware store. Y'all North Americans are weird.
Yes.
It's
Well,
true.
let's ask everybody in
are.
the live chat, what is your favorite flavor of popcorn? And maybe or popcorn topping. Are we talking about like throwing cheese on there or just straight up butter or just
Mhm.
salt?
That
Ooh,
could
this
be
made
a
my mouth
poll.
water.
Caramel.
That
Caramel,
could be a
yep.
poll. Yeah.
That is.
Because
Mayonnaise.
Ew.
for you Americans.
No, we don't need to
Ew.
do that one.
Nasty.
No, Parmesan cheese. Hello.
Oh, that's a winner. I do
Ooh,
that.
yeah. Now you're talking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Although that
Add a
powdered
little bit
cheddar
of,
is pretty good too.
that powder cheddar.
Wait, what's
is
it called?
pretty good.
Pirate's
Yeah, like the
booty or
Cheeto
something?
orange powder.
Oh, yes, pirate's booty is
Hell
so
yeah.
good.
Stains your fingers. It's so good.
I'm still fuzzy. Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
white
my
cheddar
gosh.
is good. Matt Boardman.
Yes.
Kettle corn.
Back of the head kettle corn. Yeah, that's pretty yummy. But I
So is the
do
goal
like
of this stream to make
ooh.
Shar hungry? I think that's the goal of this stream.
Yeah.
now.
It is.
Pretty much. That's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jim
if
Be in the mood for a
Westbrook.
big ass
I have-
burrito.
I have a dumpling stress ball that I just play with when I'm like just
Yo.
chilling. And it keeps,
That's cool.
keeps the back of your mind busy, but it always makes me hungry.
It looks like a dumpling, like you just want to put it in your
It
mouth.
does.
It has one of those
does.
little steamer things that I put it in to hold it and keep it clean. And it's
Aw.
like $5 at Five Below.
Nice.
Yum.
That's cool. Yeah, dumplings. That does sound good. Mm.
Well, let me
I've
ask
never
you,
had any
Shar,
Chinese food, so I should try that.
ever?
Ever.
Oh, you gotta have dumplings.
What are you,
Get
I'm
one?
some
in
good
Michigan.
dumplings.
We don't. That'd be like getting sushi in Iowa. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
that-
that's true.
You guys don't
Don't
have
do
sushi?
that.
That would be Japanese. But
Yeah, true. There, yeah.
But I get what
true.
you're saying. Fresh ingredients.
Right.
like,
it has to be
Yeah,
fresh.
go to where somebody's gonna know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But get some good
Haven't
stuff
had
sometime.
Japanese
If you're
either,
ever on
by
a
the way.
coast.
yeah,
Ah,
Japanese
on
I
occasion.
really enjoy.
I feel
That's
like their
true.
candy is good, so everything else should
Yeah.
be fine.
And you should try their mochi.
Okay,
Yes.
what is mochi?
It's a type of batter that's on
Rice
the
dessert.
outside of it's usually and then Aaron used to love it wrapped have ice cream in the middle. So
Mm.
for his service we had mochi because he loved it so
Aw.
much.
Didn't your fridge always have mochi in it, it seemed?
Always had mochi.
Yeah.
And then he bought stuff to learn how to make mochi. But
Really? I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's
Awesome.
devotion.
Commitment.
Yes, he loved the mochi. Now my cat's name is Mochi.
Oh, that makes sense now. Okay.
But you don't
Yeah.
you don't keep mochi in the fridge anymore, right?
I don't have no she
Okay,
Although
good.
you move
'cause I don't
around.
know
although she
Yeah.
does try to climb in there on hot days. So
Smart cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here are the popcorn flavors of the day. Chuck A says butter. Mai says cheese and caramel. Bob D says salt and cayenne pepper. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
Matt
one.
Boardman says
Yeah.
butter or white cheddar. Back of the head
Ooh.
says kettle corn. Prince Julia says salt popcorn straight up. No rocks, nothing. Back of the head
All
says
right,
white
all right.
cheddar. Andrew says butter. And we've got a poll, of course. Best addition to popcorn. I kept salt out of it because I don't even know if that's necessarily an addition.
That's
Uh,
mandatory.
Yeah, butter is
Kind of a
42%.
given.
Some kind of cheese is at 27%, and kettle corn and caramel are both at 15%. At some point, we're going to have a poll and say, what is your favorite kind of cheese on popcorn? Because that's when we really parse things.
Oh
Yes,
my
that
gosh.
That sounds like a good idea.
My life from Tokyo. Mochi boiled and then topped with cinnamon and kinako is amazeballs.
Wow.
That just
Oh.
sounds incredible. I'm copying that and I'm looking up a recipe right now.
Nako.
Do it.
If I'm
That
gonna
does
start, I
sound
might as
good.
well start with it. Oh my gosh, the pictures of it look amazing. Gosh, I'm gonna get fat. Look at that.
You know
You're
what
gonna
I
have
used
a
to
really
do?
good time doing it.
What I
Yeah,
used to do
yeah,
is late at night when I'd be hungry, because I always get like the munchies at like 1 a.m. or something, or 2 a.m. And now because you're hungry again. And so what I would do is I was like, oh wait, I'll just get these little popcorn, microwavable popcorn things because it's like
Yeah,
light, it's
yeah.
easy, it's no problem. But then one day I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, it's like 400 or 500 calories for that. I'm like, wait, isn't that a lot? That's,
Well, that's
I might as well just eat cookies if I'm going to do that. It's the same damn thing.
That's
think
because of
one of
all
my-
the butter.
It was
Well, one
even
of the
like
things that I
light
miss the
butter.
most about Sioux City is they have this popcorn factory, JB Popcorn or whatever it is, and they sell it by the satchel. Like it's massive, and
Wow.
it was like maybe you could eat half of it and it'd be less than 500 calories. It was so glorious.
So popcorn is a meal, is what you're saying. I have done that.
Many times,
Yum.
yes.
Well, I used to work at a movie theater. That was my first job. And at the end of
boy.
the night, because we have to make popcorn fresh every day, we would take home these massive bags of popcorn that we had made that was
Hell
left
yeah.
over from the shift. So
Actually, here's a good segue because
good.
we were talking about Star Trek conventions, and that story reminds me of the first Star Trek convention I went to way back in the day in Sacramento with our good friend Mr. Darth Shuey and Michael Kenyon Rosenberg and Darth's dad Frank Shuey, and the four of us drove out to Sacramento. This was back in the San Jose days when I lived there, and it's like 2 hours away. And there was Michael Dorn and Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis. And Darth's dad, Frank, he likes deals. He likes good deals. He likes to finagle things. And so we went to go there was like a popcorn stand. And he said, this was towards the end of the day. And he says, hey, how much for a bag of popcorn? And the guy was like, it was like $1 or something. And so he said, well, it's towards the end of the day, if it's just going to waste, maybe you could just top it off or give me like a second bag. Or I don't really remember. We ended up walking away, right? 30 minutes later, we passed by again. We're looking and he's still there at the popcorn stand. And he's going like, well, and at this point, he's got like 3 or 4 bags. And he's still going, well, at this point, if it's, and he's still trying to finagle more, we leave. And he's still there. And then at the end of the day, when we're leaving, he ended up with a trash bag, like an actual trash bag, totally full with all of the popcorn for $1 or whatever it was.
Wow.
And he leaves. And so we're in the car holding this giant bag of popcorn. He's like, you guys want some popcorn? Like, maybe for a little while, but I can't hang with this.
I bet he was very, very pleased with himself.
He was beaming. He was beaming that whole drive home.
Oh,
Good
that's
old Frank
funny.
Shuey.
Wow.
That's funny.
Mhm.
I want to
So-
send hugs to Carrie Schwent in the chat. Tough
Yeah.
day.
Oh, really?
Because Kitty,
Aw.
Carrie has a kitty that's not coming home today, and that is always hard.
Oh, that's the sad thing.
No. Sorry,
Carrie, can you tell
Yeah.
us? Can you tell us what
Sorry.
kind of kitty it was and what the cat's name was, please?
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah.
honor him
Yeah, if you're
or
willing
her.
to share, we'd love to know
Stovacor.
about your kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's like one of those things where when you have cats or dogs or any kind of pet, that day is coming at some point. You just don't know when, and you hope it's a long time from now. But man, it just hurts no matter when.
Someone made a
Mhm.
TikTok that
Sure
made it a little
does.
bit easier for me to process because these are my first 2 cats and they're still fairly young. But she made a TikTok about hers, and she was like looking at my 5-month-old kitten, and then she turns the camera back around to herself and she goes, "You're going to emotionally destroy me in about 10 to 20 years."
It's the truth.
It's so true.
If you're lucky, 10 to 20
That's
years.
what my cat
'cause-
Teddy did to me. I adopted him when he was 4 and he lived to be 15. He developed diabetes. So I think that cut down his
Oh.
life a little bit, but he was also a shelter cat. He could have been even older because you don't know entirely all of their background. And he was just the best freaking cat, way too smart
Oh.
for his own good, and came into my life at a time when I really needed him. And he approved of my husband. That's how I knew he was a good guy.
Because
Teddy
Oh.
approved.
There you go. The
So
cats know,
Teddy was a
man.
good judge of character.
Yeah.
They do know, and you listen. You got to listen, because back then it was me and Teddy just against the world, And he told me, he guided me. He was a good cat.
good.
I still
Good
miss him.
mama.
He died like 7 years ago now.
Oh wow.
A while, 2016. But
Aw.
then the house got really way too quiet. I couldn't stand it. And I had to adopt the boys that we have now. So,
Yeah.
that's just it. You just keep getting a new generation of cat or dog or whatever pet you have.
Constantly
'Cause
coping.
You can't live without them. They're wonderful.
Mhm.
I freaking
Yeah.
love cats. We
Carrie,
had one pop up in the morning show this morning. They brought him in from the Humane Society for an
I
interview.
saw that picture.
I
I didn't even
Yeah.
know. I just turn around and all of a sudden I see a cat and I'm just like, and my first words weren't even, good morning, how are you? Welcome to WLNS. It was, I'm stealing your cat for a forecast. Be prepared for it.
So
Yay. It was a
Carrie
cute cat.
Schwent in the live chat says Cleopatra was 19, has had kidney issues for a while and some arthritis in her back hips. I actually had, when I was a child growing up, my family had a cat named Cleo as well. And she died really young, maybe like 4 or something. It was really sad.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think it was some kind of kidney issue, but
Yeah.
I found her in my room. I just kind of came home from school one day and she was just laying anyway. But she was like a big, fluffy gray, like full straight up gray, super fluffy. And she was pretty fat. So my brother and I thought it was very funny, instead of calling her Cleo, to call her Kilo. But my mom didn't think that was as funny as we did. But it's
Aw.
funny.
Cutie pie. Yeah.
Cute. Yeah, I bet that was a very cute cat. And unfortunately, kidney issues are very common with cats. It's
Mhm.
usually it's like the top thing that gets
my
them.
last
So
Yeah.
19
my
is a
last
good
2,
long life, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
My last
19 years
2.
is great, Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
What do you
last
say?
2
There you go.
Your last 2.
both died of kidney issues.
Ugh,
Oh.
And at
Ugh.
17.
that's
Who's
not
your
too bad.
17?
17.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's pretty good.
Oh, so we
I
do have
know-
a poll in the live chat, and the question is cats or dogs. We have a cat's majority right now happening. What'd you say, Katie?
Oh no, with Doppler, we had a health scare with her this week. She wouldn't stop puking. She puked like 17 times
no.
before I went
Oh,
to
that's a
bed.
lot.
Like
Oh,
nothing
no.
came up either. I thought maybe she had a hairball that got like impacted in the intestines. So we ran her to the vet, nothing. And she just kept puking. We're like, what is it? And we think it's because we were giving them well water. I used to give them bottled water in Sioux City, but we drink well water, so we thought it would be fine. But apparently the well water around here is really bad for cats, which I'm just sitting here like, how bad is it for
Wow.
humans? But now
Right.
she's fine.
Yeah,
So
filter that thing.
if your cats have any problems, try just bottled water. Kill the environment, but keep a cat.
Or
That
Uh,
reminds me
get
of a TikTok
filters.
account. It's like Mr. Milo the Chonk, and he has very discerning tastes in water. Do you know this, Katie? Yeah, he likes the really expensive primo water and knows no matter what is in front of him what the best one is. He's like got expensive taste. It's awesome.
Is he like
Go
boss?
follow that account.
Electrolyte water.
Mr.
Yeah.
Chunk.
Mr. Milo the
cute.
Chonk, I believe is the username.
Oh,
the
that,
chunk.
and while you're there, look up Sad Boy and Lola. They are the love story to end all love stories. They're 2 feral cats. And TikTok actually raised enough money for the people who took care of them to buy the house that they were renting so they never have to leave them. And Sad Boy just looks like, there's no describe. We'll have to find a picture because there's no describing this.
That's
gentleman
amazing.
kitty. Like they'll sleep
Yeah.
together on the roof and they'll cuddle, and it's like seeing an elderly couple holding hands in public. It's just the sweetest thing.
Yeah. It's like, I want that for my life. It's the best thing.
It's a better relationship than me.
But they do truly. It's so sweet. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Cat TikTok is just fire.
It's so
Wow.
incredible. It's
Speaking of
so-
fire,
Yeah.
check out
Fire.
this. Wait. Oh, wait. That sounded like Beavis. Check out this
Yeah.
awesome meme. Here we go. Do you see it? Why do they look like, let me do it that way. Why do they look
Drug
like they're about
dependency
to
problem.
drop
Yeah.
the hardest album in the Alpha Quadrant? Look at this. Look at these guys.
Look at that album cover. Look at
Yeah.
them.
Incredible.
They even have
Totally
the background
metal.
singers. Look at
Oh
these
my
guys.
gosh.
It's so bad the addiction got to them before like they even got really big.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Wei Yun is a drummer, but still the band leader, like Phil Collins or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, completely.
Definitely. You know he does
Got background
vocals.
dancers.
Studio.
There it is.
I found Sad Boy and Lola, by the way.
Oh, what a
my
relief.
There we go.
I was
look
hoping
at
we would talk
that.
about them more.
Oh my god. Cats are just the best. Ah,
They're amazing. Yes, it's
Yep.
Poets Square Cats, if you're interested. So go follow all the cats.
Well, this
Follow all the
is where my
cats.
feelings get hurt because look at this. This is the back end of this live video. Okay. You see there's up here is the
Okay.
20-second delay that we're seeing, right? This is
Mhm.
what's going on. This is when we started talking about cats.
Sad.
Rude.
We lost the
I
dog.
know.
people.
Rude.
Yeah, the
I
dog
lost the
people,
dog people.
got mad and they're like, screw these guys.
Why do we have to make a choice between cats and dogs?
Well,
for
I guess
Look, dogs are great too. It's just I know for myself,
Especially
I
pugs.
speak cats. I get them.
I'm on
No,
that
pugs
side
are
too.
great. They're God's little mistake, and I love them.
think they're
They're
hideous.
adorable.
Like he was making
They're like
dogs and then
anchovies
sneezed
on a
and out
pizza.
popped a pug.
No, they're not.
Shar got a little
They're
offended there.
adorable, and you will like
They're
that.
amazing.
Nah, they're a mess.
Anchovies.
They're
No.
a freaking mess.
Ew.
No, but
You're
you
a
guys,
mess.
we got to talk about. Well, yeah, we got to talk about Star Trek, and I want to know,
No.
Melissa,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
what is the next Star Trek convention you are planning on attending?
Probably Seattle.
Ooh.
Is that April? April or
And
May, right?
That I'm aware of. If that
Mission
could change,
Seattle.
but yeah,
That's the
Oh.
official Star Trek convention.
right.
But did any of you go
Right.
to the official Mission Chicago?
I did not.
No, but I'm hoping to go next year if they'll have it again.
Okay.
I'm not
And
going
I-
to Seattle, but I will go to Vegas. Vegas is,
Mhm.
I guess, still the place for me to be.
Mhm.
I'm going there too.
Katie,
Try.
the official Star Trek convention in Chicago is moving to Seattle next year. I think they're just going to do a different city every year.
Mhm.
They move
I
it,
know.
yeah, every year. That's the
Oh.
idea.
Yeah.
They're pissed.
So much better. The Midwest, we have so little. Give us something.
You have
Uh,
the Indiana one, Starbase Indy. Isn't that this week? This weekend?
oh,
Or sometime
yeah.
soon? It's soon.
Oh, Grand
Really?
Rapids
It's
Comic Con is
soon.
happening.
People in the live
Hmm.
chat, when is Starbase Indy? We know that because during our 7th rule review of Prodigy, Bonnie Gordon and Aaron J. Waltke said they were going to be there, but I don't recall exactly
It's the
what
25th
days.
through the 27th.
Okay. So
So-
2 weekends from this one.
Yeah.
So Katie, you don't know
Or
what your next
actually-
convention's going to. Yeah.
Virtual TrekCon would probably be the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Virtual
right.
TrekCon is the one that I'm going to first.
Well,
Nice.
speaking of virtual TrekCon, actually, which is going to be in February, on Tuesday at on the main viewer on this channel, we did announce let me see if I can find it. We did announce 4 of the next categories that will be at the 2023 Lappy Awards, the Star Trek awards ceremony that is live during Virtual TrekCon 4 in February.
Yay.
We had, and they were as follows. Best musical instrument moment. And this is in the division of the entire
Ooh.
Star Trek universe. That means all the old Star Trek, all the new Star Trek, all the movies, whether it's Riker playing a trombone, whether it's Picard with his Resican flute, or what Garrett Wong, Harry
his
Kim
clarinet.
with his clarinet. Yeah. Any
So
of
we're
those
talking
are
just
the-
instruments,
Yeah.
correct?
So not
Musical
the actual
nuts.
music playing behind it.
not singing, not
Okay.
the music, but just like a best moment, or Worf and
Smashing
getting a little
the-
annoyed, with Geordie's mandolin.
Or
That moment.
Odo playing the piano at Fix.
Ah,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I love
So I
that.
thought you were talking about the background music, and I immediately started thinking about that one viral video of the crab holding a knife to the sound of the Star Trek, the TOS.
Yes.
It's incredible.
What?
I'll share it with you. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's the video that's in my permanent if you need to laugh folder.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, Linda
Everybody
Anderegg
should
says,
have one of those.
Yes,
Linda
exactly.
Anderegg says Picard and Nella in the Jeffries tube. That's a fun one.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Quaint.
That was cute though.
And another one that we announced was, and this is just in the legacy division, that's everything 2016 and before. So 2017 is considered like the new stuff. Everything before that is the legacy stuff. And the category is funniest Deep Space Nine moment. That's a pretty easy one because the first one we had funniest Next Generation moment. So funniest Deep Space Nine moment would follow that. And everybody in the live chat, let us know what you think is the funniest Deep Space Nine moment. Was it when there are like 10 in Take Me Out to the Holosuite? I was going to say, was it when Odo kicked out Cisco? But then what about Worf saying death to the opposition or find him and kill him?
Find him and kill him.
Find him and kill
Yeah,
him.
that's so good.
Or Chief O'Brien infusing his gum with scotch.
I love that. I love that so much. That's my
So
favorite
good.
of all.
So many good ones right there.
You know,
I
if someone
love
really wanted to do a very cool cosplay at STLV, they could get unflavored chewing gum, soak it in whiskey or like bourbon or whatever your alcohol of choice is, and just pass it out dressed as O'Brien. Like, here, have some. It's genuine.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Party.
Yes,
Call the
it's
gum.
called a muck tiny
O'Brien's.
crab if you want to find it.
O'Brien's gum.
Yeah.
But liquor isn't cheap. You should probably sell it for a little bit of a profit.
Well,
Like,
yes.
I don't know.
Think like Quark.
Look, yeah, capitalism, blah, blah, blah.
So in the live chat, the poll, it looks like cats just barely edged out dogs. Dogs put up a fight, but cats won just barely, 53% to 46%. The other 1% was opossums.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
and Matt Boardman
take
had
that.
a good one. I can't believe it. What? I tore my pants.
Oh, yes, and Roxy
Oh,
Scholl's good one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Linda Anderegg says the Vorta banging against the wall, right? That was a good one.
That was pretty good.
What
Yeah.
is it, the Magnificent Ferengi? I think was that
Mhm.
episode. So then another category we released out of the 4. This is also legacy, so it's everything before 2017. The best last episode in a series, because last time we did the best first episode. I believe Emissary won that. And so this will be the best last episode. And it's really down to 3, we figured, because animated series, very few people even remember what was the last episode of the animated series. Original series didn't feel like a series ender because they were going into movies. Enterprise, people are very upset if you even
the
mention
worst
the
one.
Enterprise.
That's
Yeah,
the worst
yep.
one.
It
So
makes
really-
me violent.
So really, we're just down to what? Endgame.
And if it's
What You
giving
Leave
Katie
Behind,
homicidal
and all good
tendencies,
things.
look,
You know it's bad.
Although I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the last episodes of each of these just to give them each one a fair shot.
Mhm.
The only thing that's holding me back from some choices are the relationships that were decided upon.
Oh,
Katie, don't go there. No, we
fantastic
don't talk
episode.
about that.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
you know that stuff got resolved right away as soon as they got home. It was
Oh,
almost like it didn't even
definitely.
happen.
They rewrote history. It rewrote history.
Yeah, sort of
Oh.
like how with the Enterprise finale, like we just pretend that wasn't real. The novels said, yes, I know they're not canon. Don't care. I buy into the whole thing that was BS.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
just
was a
didn't
mistake.
happen, and we can move
Yeah.
on.
There was a
Yeah, it was all
glitch.
pretend.
There was a glitch in Riker's holosuite program.
It was
Yeah.
fan fiction. That's what it was.
Look, it's
Not
Riker's
real.
fan fiction, and like he can do whatever he wants with his program, but so
He
can we.
felt so threatened by Trip because he was such a pretty boy, like that mentality of I'm the popular one. He's like, destroy the Trip, and then like, delete the husband,
Wow.
delete the wife. It's the same thing.
And
Man, okay, we did not know
Riker
Riker had that
still-
kind of a jealous streak.
There we go.
well, maybe
Oh my
Riker
God.
had the feels for T'Pol as well. I don't know.
There you go.
Look.
It's a dual threat.
Like, yeah, I mean, like for what at the beginning he had Minuet, right? In the holodeck.
Yeah.
And like so maybe he
Right.
had a little bit of a thing for T'Pol, but it was just on the holodeck. Who knows? It's his story.
Mhm.
He can
Delete
do
the
whatever he
wife.
wants.
I mean, delete the husband.
Yes, exactly.
there we
But I'm
go.
thinking
Love it.
There
they
we
could
go.
do a retcon on Strange New Worlds where they show the holodeck program. You know, let's say there's Pike and Una and they're watching this, and then maybe Uhura, since she's young, and she says,
Mhm.
"Oh, is this really how it happened? I thought it was different." And they go, "No, this is just a this was
Yeah,
just a
this is
program
it.
that Commander Riker made." Oh wait, that doesn't
wouldn't
work.
work.
She's
That
later.
doesn't work.
No,
You don't think
no, they
in
could show the
Picard,
real
they do
version
it.
though.
Oh no, lower
That's
decks
not
will do
Riker's
it.
version.
Right,
Like
lower
Lower
instead of
decks
Decks
canon
do it,
straight.
Yeah.
where they
Oh,
say
lower decks.
this didn't really happen. This was just kind of
Yeah.
a whatever thing. Oh, so Trip didn't die? No, of course not. You know, and then they
They could be like a
Move
whole misinformation campaign. It's spread online.
Yes.
And everyone
Oh
downloads
my
it,
gosh.
and then they think that's real, but it's not how it actually happened.
Yeah.
No, but it was a really popular
make it
program,
work.
so people thought it was real and they had no idea that's not how things actually happen unless you actually read about it, which, oh, heaven forbid, you know, when you have the holosuite.
Yeah, why would I read about
yeah.
it when I can live it?
Or maybe
It
it
was-
was like an Easter egg, like Felix put in Vix. But
Mhm.
would Felix be still around?
it was
Yes.
alternate history.
I don't know.
programs.
Yes.
Yes.
Alternate history.
What's that?
my
Oh,
God.
Mandela effect. If you guys have heard of the Mandela effect, maybe it's a Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Like they all just and they're like, wait, I thought Trip died. No,
Yeah.
Trip didn't die. It's just one of those weird things that are like Kazam. The movie Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal didn't
There
really
we
exist.
go.
Exactly. It'll be perfect.
Yes, Erin.
Yo.
Fake news.
Yes, exactly.
We can write it off so fast.
Totally.
You know, in science fiction, anything is possible, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I
You know,
hope
Or-
nobody
Lower
ever
Decks,
fully
they address it.
dies.
And lower decks would be a great way to, yeah.
I mean, Lower Decks could really just go back in time to that moment and just be like, oh, let's change this so that people don't die. And then
Boom.
go back.
Or just have
You could
Connor
be-
Jr. come back and voice Trip and be like, "No,
Mm-hmm.
thanks, guys. I didn't realize I was gonna die."
Yeah, thanks for saving me.
Win. And he
Or-
and
or
Paul
they
want to have babies, and they're happy, and it's great.
Or they save him the way they saved Shax.
Yep.
Yeah. We don't need a real explanation. We just need to know that it happened.
Exactly.
Just mention the koala, and you're fine.
The koala did it. It's all the koala. We don't even know its possibilities.
Or
Yeah.
peanut
They just
humper.
go and talk to the koala at some point. He's like, "I saved Trip Tucker. None of you thanked me for that." And like, just-
And if you guys don't believe me, you could call a friend and ask them.
Oh
my gosh.
Thanks, Melissa. Yeah.
Oh man. Wouldn't that be funny though if the koala was really resentful for all of the things that it's done, but nobody knows it was the koala who did it? So the koala's pissed and would like some
There you
recognition,
go.
please.
that-
Yeah.
you just wrote a plot of an episode that they could do.
Mike, I am here for hire.
They should all be watching this right now because we've had some
Yes.
brilliant
Right?
ideas.
How come they're not?
Brilliant.
Because surely they have no ideas of their own. Mm-mm, no.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Oh.
clearly.
Just don't
Yeah.
call them idealists.
Okay.
One is fine.
Boy.
2 is becoming excessive.
One wasn't even fine either, though, honestly.
it's great.
Oh man.
Well, here is
Koala.
the last category that we announced, and this is for the Lappy Awards that will be happening live during Virtual TrekCon 4. The exact date will be, there it is, February the 19th. That is Sunday, February 19th, in the middle of Virtual TrekCon 4. So check this out. The last thing was, this is for all of the Star Trek universe. Okay, so this is all series, new and old, all movies. And the category is Best Kiss.
Ooh.
So that's like,
Oh.
that could be Picard and that lady in Insurrection, whatever her name was, right? It could be the Borg Queen and Data with their very forced, like,
Oh.
smush
I
face
forgot that
kiss
happened.
Yeah.
burned into my brain.
Smush.
Yes.
It's like someone just took 2 action figures and was like, nom, nom, nom. Like that's what it was like.
It could be Jadzia and her past lover kiss, which
Yes,
made all
that
the
was hot.
headlines, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, it
Kirk
could
and
be
Uhura.
Kirk and Uhura. Yeah, very good. Yeah. There's
What
all
a
kinds of
kissy.
kisses.
Yum.
Star Trek is
Yeah.
kissy face to the max.
Yay.
I mean, it helps that we have usually in one episode of every series where everybody just gets really horny and they're all kissing on each other because of some virus or something that happened.
Oh.
They forget who
Naked
they
now.
are and just hook up.
Yeah,
like,
and then we all
oh,
pretend that
jazz.
never happened, and then we move on.
Mhm.
Riker and,
Peldor Joy.
Ro.
Yeah, the Peldor
Yeah.
Joy
Yeah.
episode where
Yep. Who hooked
Yeah,
up
all
there?
of
It was
that.
like it was like weird mixes. It was like
Jadzia was after Cisco. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Bashir and Kira were together. Jake was after Kira. Ryle
Right.
was after Dax.
Barile.
Massive love triangles going on here.
Incredible.
Quark was after Keiko.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a
That's a
German
whole
combo.
chocolate Keiko.
Yum.
Oh man.
Matt Boardman says when Lal kissed Riker in 10 Forward.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, and of course,
Uh,
and we mentioned this on Tuesday, but the time-stopping Odo and Kira kiss on the promenade. Their first
Good one.
smooch.
Yes.
Oh, when they were like yelling at each other and then they
Yeah.
turned it into
Then-
What about when Dax and Worf first kissed, when they were like
Oh my
fighting and
gosh.
squabbling? Well, either
was pretty good
either
too.
Dax started off kissing, ended up kissing Worf by having a fight with him, basically.
And
He's
this
just
is
like,
true.
he's like, if you're not going to fight me, then I'm not going to kiss you. That's what he's.
Well,
Beautiful
okay.
relationship, completely healthy.
And you're
Yeah.
trying to distract me with your outfit. Oh, really?
Mm.
Right.
Oh,
Gosh,
Oh,
they're such a
Worf.
good couple.
They were.
What about like a T'Pol and Trip makeout session?
Oh,
Good with that too.
they have
There's
the
gonna be a lot-
sexy massage times were more than enough for me.
Oh,
You know what? I like the kiss
I
where
enjoyed
I forget
those.
the episode name, but it's like
Riker
Trip
and
at that
BB
point was
Newirth.
no longer on the Enterprise, and she says to
Yes.
him, "I want
Oh.
you to come back." And he's they're kind of going back and forth, and she just grabs him and lays one on him, and that's a good
Ooh.
kiss.
Did Worf and Troy kiss? Did we see that? I just remember in that scene in
Yeah.
Parallels where
think
he's
so.
like, counselor, and she's like, okay, Lieutenant Teehee or what, but but I don't think, did they ever kiss? Did we ever
I'll just
see
Google
that?
search Worf and Troy. Yeah,
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
I'm seeing at
did.
least 2 screenshots. So yes,
So it happened.
or someone's
Dog.
really good at editing.
War
Matt
Dog
Boardman
says,
says, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna War Dog Heim said to Paul kissing Malcolm in his dream.
Oh, gosh,
Yep.
Like the
yes.
shower scene. Ooh, sexy.
Enterprise
Was
was
steamy.
such just a steamy
Yep.
high school age of discovery
Just
show.
Smoking hot makeout session, baby.
When they were in the what was it, the decontamination chamber, and it wasn't working, so they had to rub gel all over each other, and Porthos were
Yep.
there, and they're just
Including
rubbing Porthos.
Oh,
Porthos.
Enterprise.
That's where it got weird.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Enterprise.
that one.
You know what would have been
Glad they
better?
eventually got over that hump.
What about, speaking of humps, wouldn't it have been better if instead of having to smear gel, like they found out that they could get decontaminated by just making grilled cheese sandwiches? And then they would just like all make their own kind. And then like T'Pol would be like, you are doing it wrong. You're burning it, you know, and then that'd be a better scene, I think. And they'd be like,
But maybe
you don't
Trip
have
likes it
Gruyere.
burned.
What's
That's just
this
how he's
cheddar?
gonna do it.
They all give each other
slovenly stuff?
suppositories. Like it could have been worse, but it could have been better. That's what I leave with that.
So Matt Boardman says when Pell kissed Quark and Quark didn't know that Pell was a woman. That's a fun one.
Oh, I
Ooh,
liked
oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
one.
liked
That's a good one.
Pell.
Chuck A says Wes and Robin Leffler.
Okay. Yep.
Linda Anderegg, I guess this is in response to Worf and Troy. She says, ew, yes, they kissed. She's scarred by it.
I feel like everyone in the fandom has some relationships that they absolutely love and some that they're just like,
Okay, hang on. Speaking of
Absolutely not.
ships, our buddy Anne Marie has shown up in the live chat and she says,
Hey.
okay, Ryan, that message is dripping with some kind of tude, and I can't figure out what it is that she's upset by. She says, okay, Ryan. So what kiss was it that we mentioned, or I mentioned, that upset her? Let us know, Anne Marie, which one, because you're the shipping champ, so you know. What was it, Troy and Worf?
Baby.
Because
that
I
one
know
definitely feels wrong.
she's a big Loaxana Troy fan. I don't know if that
Worf and
connects
Dax
anything.
are made for each other.
Even mention
Troy has no
Loaxana.
space there.
Yeah, Troy and Riker were meant for each other.
She says your weird grilled cheese comment. I thought that was great.
Don't contaminate my grilled cheese.
Okay, I think the next poll needs to be about grilled cheese.
Yes. Oh, what's the best
Hell
cheese to
yeah.
use in grilled cheese?
When Quark
Ooh.
married Grilka and grilled cheese.
Cheese.
Some kind of there's some kind of thing in there.
Grilled
Grilka
cheese.
cheese.
Grilka cheese.
Oh my gosh, that would be a franchise right there.
Grilled
There we
cheese
go.
sandwiches everywhere
Capitalism for the win.
for everyone.
The next cookbook, and all of a sudden, grilled cheese. Wonder where they got that idea.
grilled cheese.
Yeah.
In the live chat, everybody, let us know, because I can't think of the right way to poll this. Let us know what is the best cheese to make a grilled cheese sandwich. And bonus points is marry it with the best kind of bread. Who's gonna get this? If you weren't hungry
Yes.
before this, you are gonna be so
Damn it.
hungry. So give us your cheese and match it with bread.
Yeah,
And then we can
that's so
go nuts.
difficult.
Katie's already picturing it. Look, your mouth is watering, Katie.
All I know is I am a very simple and picky eater, so mine's probably not going to be that much fun.
Don't be like a Kraft Singles kind of person. Kraft Singles and
How
Wonder
did you
Bread.
know?
Oh, no.
Literally, I put white bread in American cheese, so you know me too well.
Come on.
I think I know mine.
We need a little sophistication with our grilled cheese sandwiches.
I think I know what I would do, and I have not actually tried this, but the next time I'm making grilled cheese, I'm doing this. We're gonna do sourdough bread with
Mhm.
sharp cheddar and pepper jack,
Ooh,
because I love pepper jack cheese.
me too.
Give me the spice.
Sharp
how that
cheddar, pepper jack, sourdough. That sounds
Mhm.
like it'll work.
I like a little bit of
Mac and
a
cheese.
contrast, but together it works.
What about olive bread? That's
Ooh.
kind of a conflicting
Heck is
flavor, but
olive
if you
bread?
find the right kind of cheese,
So yummy.
like there are some like
Yeah.
pepper jack type cheeses or something, or like the pimento cheeses that kind of already have something in there. But
Hmm.
John
That'd be a
Patrick
tough one, but if
Green
you unlocked
says
it, oh man.
he says
But-
Char is on point.
Thank you.
Mm.
All All right, let's see. So Aaron says unsmoked Gouda and brioche. Okay, that sounds good. Jim Westbrook says,
brioche.
can we put Spam on the grilled cheese? You can.
Ew.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, Jim, but
Yeah.
to each their own.
Has everybody had Spam? I have never had Spam.
I had it once.
Was a wee one.
Never had it.
I had it once when I went to go visit a friend of mine in high school, and I was hungry, and we were in his kitchen, and he's like, "Oh, you want some Spam?" And I was like, "Whoa, you have Spam? Like that shit's like real? Like I didn't know that it was a real thing." And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." And I was like, "Really? What is it?" And it was like meat substance in a can, like just ground, like people just got
on it.
They just kind of like got all the ligaments and cartilage and ears or whatever that were left over. And I was like, fire that shit up, homie. And it was super good. It was like all salty.
Oh
Good.
man.
Yeah, I think I had it at somebody else's house too, because my mom wouldn't buy Spam. But yeah, it was some gelatin consistency on top, and so salty, so very salty.
Apparently, you have to like grill it, and that's when it tastes its best.
I don't know. I
So
think
I
I
was
was
like, you
just
just ate it out of a can.
I think I was just in the kind of
don't
frame of mind
remember,
where
but-
everything tastes good in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you that night?
Yeah,
so.
your metabolism's through the roof when you're in high school, especially if you're a
true.
guy,
That's what it was.
right?
Yeah.
You can eat anything. You're like just a living garbage disposal. You can just ingest it all and it's fine. So that was probably the best time, really.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's talk
So-
of smoked Gouda in the chat. That is
Yeah.
great for a grilled cheese. Yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
see, this is what I need to try. I haven't
Totally.
tried Gouda in a grilled cheese, and I know I'm missing out.
We need to have a grilled
Oh,
cheese
that would be so
party
melty.
where we
Yes.
try all these different kinds. And so what you do
Yes.
is, you know, the you have maybe a couple cookers, right? And so everybody just brings different cheeses and everybody brings different breads, right? And then you make a couple grilled cheeses, cut them into pieces, and everybody gets it. It's like a sample, right? So you're sampling all the different kinds of grilled cheeses. And so you're sampling like 10 different kinds in an evening. You eventually get full, but then you have a favorite, right? You go, okay, my favorite was whatever this thing, was, and then that person, wins. It's kind of like back in the day, my dad used to have beer tasting parties where everybody brings a beer that they've never had before, that they really, some foreign beer, and everybody takes like a tiny little taste of it, But that would be good with grilled
This
cheese.
is a great idea. When are we doing it?
Let's do it.
Like Star
I'm
Trek and
so
chill
down
out,
with
bring
it.
your own grilled cheese.
Yeah. David Gregory, I have had smoked Gouda. I just haven't had smoked Gouda grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
Gouda
give
is
that a
one
try.
of my favorite cheeses ever. It's so good.
Never
It's so
had it,
good.
so I'll have to try it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, Don Crandall
good.
says a fun category would be Ryan, do worst Trek couple, Scotty and Uhura in
my
Star Trek 5 or Chakotay in 7. Hey, you're hurting,
Yeah.
but Katie and Shar are they love Chakotay and 7. Don't say that, Don Crandall, you
Separately,
troublemaker.
yes.
I'm sorry, what?
This could be a poll, though. This
Yeah.
could be a poll.
That'd be a
Worst
great
Trek
poll.
couples. Worf and Troy.
That would be a cool poll.
Wait a minute. Glenn Iverson says mean things about olive bread. That's rude.
Aw.
Bob D.
delicious.
Bob D says sharp cheddar, Gruyere, and pepper jack.
Ooh.
Wow, 3 in
Yum.
1.
Yeah. I could see that.
Mhm.
Yum.
David Gregory says grilled
Cheese is
cheese
good.
way too much lately. Gouda and cheddar on white or sourdough.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
grilled cheese on focaccia bread would be good too.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
But
Here's a question.
Yum.
How would Havarti dill do in a grilled cheese for
Yeah.
something really different?
Ooh.
I'd be down with. I'll try any damn thing.
I
with
love
cheese.
dill, man.
Same.
Me too. Dill chips. Give me that.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh man, the
You could
dill
put
pickle chips.
crumbled
Oh man.
chips in a grilled cheese, and I bet that would be really
Yo,
good.
okay,
Ooh.
question
Like
for
the
you all and for the
jalapeno
chat.
Yes.
Chips.
Yum. Oh my
Did you ever
gosh.
try the dill pickle Doritos when they were available last year?
Mm.
I didn't
I was
even hear
effing
about
obsessed.
Me neither.
You could get them in convenience stores in the little mini pack, and they were amazing.
Wow.
I was obsessed. I bought like 5 at a time, and then they eventually ran them out, and I missed them so much.
You ran them out.
Yeah. Single-handedly.
I wish I could say that, but no, I was
Mhm.
actually pretty judicious with my use of them because I love them so much. And I'm not really like a chips person that much, but god damn, those were good.
I do love chips.
Like if you really like salt and vinegar type stuff, oh man,
Oh,
that was
yes.
intense.
I love
No, I'm
salt
down
and
with
vinegar.
dill chips. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
combine
You
that
take
with
that-
the dill and
We get
Yeah.
a hamburger bun, you toast it like you would with toast, put some butter on it, and then put chips in the middle. It's the greatest, most horrible sandwich ever. Like it's all for your body, but it tastes so good. So those chips would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
that
know what
sounds like
I'm-
what Jim is suggesting to me in the chat, which
What's
is
that?
dill and spam grilled cheese, which I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not going to eat spam. Sorry, that's just off the table at this
Oh.
point.
We didn't know that, did we, Melissa?
No.
I
We
didn't
didn't know that
Vegetarian
either.
spam?
No.
Am I the only one who eats
But nah.
meat here?
Yep, you are.
I guess
for
so.
now.
Out of the three
Beef
of us,
all
out
the
of the
way.
4 of us, yeah, you're the
Yeah,
only
I've been a
I don't
vegetarian
think I could
since
survive
96.
without it.
96.
96. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I was born
amazing.
then.
Since you were like 3.
Oh,
That's
shut up,
crazy.
Katie. God damn, I feel old now.
Wait, really?
Yeah. When I was 15 and I was in 10th grade, I went vegetarian, and that's when Katie was born, apparently.
Wait,
God
really?
damn it.
I didn't think you
Yeah.
were that
Oh, I
young.
feel so old.
Wow.
So Katie's basically been
old.
eating meat for as long as you have not been eating meat.
Yeah,
We
I
even each other out. We
counteract.
balance it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Wow.
Wow, that was that long
Wow.
ago, wasn't it? Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
That's pretty cool, though. I only
That
became
is
vegetarian
amazing.
like in maybe 2009 fully, but I dabbled for quite some time.
That's still pretty good. Like,
Same.
sadly, that's
Yeah.
like a long time ago now. When did that
Mhm.
happen? How
Yeah,
did this
no-
all happen?
Yeah, I dabbled
It was
for
before
a
the
really,
pandemic, I don't
really
know.
long time. When I moved to New York, I was a vegetarian, and then I fell off the vegetarian wagon. But then I became fully vegetarian in 2014
Nice.
Nice.
And
So
you
I
all
wanna-
look happy and healthy.
to California.
So
Yeah.
It can be
I want to
done.
know crazy new combinations for grilled cheese, like some, like challah bread, or like what's that
Ah.
Maui, that Hawaiian sweet bread, right? Those sweet
Yeah.
rolls.
Oh,
Oh,
sure, the
yeah.
sweet
You
You could
rolls.
find some kind of like, I bet you an aged cheddar would go well with those sweet rolls. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Maybe
Aged
even like
It
cheddar.
probably
some
would.
kind of pickle chips, not like the actual potato chips, but like the sliced dill pickle with cheddar and the Hawaiian sweet roll. I don't know. I want to try crazy new combinations.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds
That
good.
sounds
And Jim, no
fun.
need to apologize. You didn't know I was a vegetarian.
Mm.
They do have vegan spam recipes I'm finding online. So
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's mostly just the
Oh,
tofu
Liz.
Alright.
substitute, but
I know.
Huh.
I don't need to
I mean, I
substitute
don't know. I
spam.
don't know how I feel about needing to do that because vegetarian like substitutes, meat substitutes have gotten so much better since I was first vegetarian in 96, where you had garden
Oh,
burgers
yeah.
and they tasted like cardboard and that's
oh
what you had.
gosh.
It was not great. So I learned how to cook a lot with like beans and I made a lot of pasta dishes. That's pretty much what I lived off of. And now it's so different. You've got the Impossible Burger, you've got
Mhm.
Beyond Meat, and it's got every variation
Yep.
of any kind of substitute that you could possibly think of. And they're so much better. And there's
Mhm.
no issue of getting enough protein because if you're eating enough calories, you're getting enough protein.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
And they
ju-
have
just generally
these.
how it's done.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
easier to
there's-
supplement.
There's
Well,
so
and-
many easy ways to get protein in your diet without having to, quinoa
Nuts.
Yeah.
and beans
nuts.
and as long as you're eating it with complex carbohydrates, you're golden.
Yeah.
I feel
If
like
you're
it's
eating a
really
decent diet-
misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
it's basically a myth that we've been taught, especially in America, where if you don't have meat, you're not eating protein. And that is a lie.
It is a lie.
Protein comes from, it's like in everything. And you don't need as much of it as like a lot of the propaganda tells you.
Right.
We are
you're
taught to
looking-
think we need a lot more than we need, unless you're like
Right.
a bodybuilder.
Big meat
Exactly. Exactly. Unless you're looking to bulk up with muscle.
Right.
couple
In
quick
which case your
things.
calorie needs are totally different.
Exactly.
Mhm. Right. Matt
Yeah.
Boardman says he has a friend who does peanut butter and Munster grilled cheese sandwiches on Wonder Bread, and it's actually really good. I mean,
What
I'll
does that
try it
mean?
because I like all of those things, but I'm not sure. And Aaron asks, Michael Dorn became vegan, right? He looks like he hasn't aged in 20 years. Yes, he is vegan. I actually found that out because I
Yes.
waited on him back in my days in working in Studio City. He came in. I was like, oh shit, it's Michael Dorn. And he's like, I'm vegan. Do you have anything? And I was like, oh yeah, I could hook you up, buddy. You Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know where you
Yeah.
are. Everything has a vegan option.
Mhm.
In the
That's
Midwest,
another
it's
cool
just
thing
like,
that's happened
here's
over
your
the
red
years.
meat. Yeah.
Yeah. And Matt Boardman, there's a lot of options that do not include soy for vegetables.
Now,
good.
now, yeah, that's
Mhm.
definitely done.
Yeah, a lot of
done real well
nut-based
now.
stuff. Like
Mhm.
vegan
Mhm.
food has come a long way too. There's jackfruit, which is a
Yeah.
fantastic substitute for like the savory flavor of meat.
Mhm.
Cashew cheese is amazing.
Mhm.
So yeah, just if
Yeah.
you start looking into it, like there's really no reason not to if you want to. And if you don't, hey, look,
That's
respect.
you. Yeah.
yeah, that
Mhm.
That's
you got to
your
do what's best for
prerogative.
you, and that is okay. But I
Mhm.
definitely feel better not eating meat. That's ultimately what pushed me too, is just I stopped one day and I thought, I feel a little different. I think I like this. And I just kept going. So and it taught me how to
Nice.
cook. Because my mom said when I declared that I was a vegetarian at 15, she's like, I'm not going to cook special meals for you every night. And I said, that's
know.
fine. I'll cook my own. And I did.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Fine, I'll do it
Yeah.
myself.
So that's what happened. I got a couple of cookbooks. I learned
Yeah.
things about like varying my diet and trying some new things that I didn't know about before. And it was really good, actually. It was an
Mhm.
experience.
And
It was
it's kind of
educational.
fun to learn about your food and where it comes
It's
from and how it's
good.
prepared.
Yeah.
And
It's
yeah.
good to know that where it
And
comes
what
from,
it
how
does
it's
to your body.
produced.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sadly not taught a lot of that. So when you become aware of that, it's a little scary, but
Yeah.
it's very good to know. And there's really no one right way to do it because unfortunately, like the whole food system is bastardized. There's no one good ethical,
Right. There
clean,
should
or
be
any
a
way
class
to
on
do
that in
it.
high school, I think.
Those are
A
the best
class on
way
like
to do it.
nutrition and cooking and kind of
Right.
like teaching
Yeah.
kids how to go out in the real world and take care of themselves.
Right. I wish
There
like
should be.
traditional home
Class.
economics was like that. Like,
Mhm.
what does it mean
Yeah.
to eat a balanced diet? What does it mean to eat carbohydrates versus proteins versus fats? And how many do you need of them
Mhm.
all? And no, it's like, okay, we're going to cook this recipe. All right.
Yeah. And
Okay.
especially for kids who come from homes that are definitely not versed in food nutrition.
Right.
Mhm.
And then they go to school and then their meals aren't very nutritious there either. So it's like, okay, how do we
Yeah.
Well, like a fun
Yeah, we
workaround
could
would be to, if you started the class with, what do you want to do? Like, how do you want to, do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you want to, like, what is your goal? And how can a diet help you with that? And then
Right.
show them, like, you could go vegetarian diet, you could go paleo diet, you could do all these things, and then have them research recipes. And then everyone comes in and cooks the recipes that they found that might fit their lifestyle.
Mhm.
Sure. And everybody's body is different. All of our needs are just slightly
Blood
different.
types.
And
Yeah.
the
Right.
best thing is to tailor your diet to what works best for you. But to do that, you have to explore and you have to learn. And so I agree, that should be like a required course in high school,
Yeah.
along with many other practical things. Like I feel like you should know
I
some
totally agree
basic
with that. Yeah.
life math, like things like
Yeah.
balancing your checkbook.
Finances.
Health
Yes.
And
insurance.
how do you take out a loan?
Exactly.
And how do you do
Absolutely.
your
You need to
taxes?
learn
Insurance.
finances.
I'm
Yeah.
26 now, so
Yeah.
I'm getting kicked off my parents' insurance, and I'm going through like, what does this even mean? What's a
I
PPO?
know.
It's not easy.
It isn't
Mhm.
easy. And
No, that would be really good practical knowledge.
We're almost done here, everybody, but I do want to point out a
Aw.
few things in the live chat. Matt Boardman says pea protein is great. A
Mhm.
couple stories about
Agreed.
pea protein. That stuff goes bad very quickly, apparently,
does.
because I would
It
get
does.
You know
like I
what,
would
though?
order the pea protein off Amazon, and then I would open it and eat it, or basically eat it because it was sludge and it was terrible. And then I was like, okay, it just went
Whoa.
bad, had it returned, ordered again, and that one went bad too before I even opened it. So I'm like, okay, this stuff just does not last very well. It's not
Well,
good.
Wow.
that's why it's always refrigerated in the grocery stores.
Right. But this was in a powder form, and then you mix it with, water or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
But David Gregory says Michael Dorn makes a regular appearance here in Detroit Veg Fest. His health story is moving. Chuck A adds Dorn had the beginnings of prostate cancer, and that's why he went vegan.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I never knew that.
Mhm.
Good for him.
Kitty
All right.
Swink is the vegetarian, and she beat prostate cancer.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Hmm.
pretty cool.
So real quick, let's talk about what everybody missed this week or didn't miss. Yesterday, we had the seventh rule, as you know, released our review of Prodigy episode 13 with Aaron J. Waltke and Bonnie Gordon. That is on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel right now. Go check that out. And the day before that, Falling Tower released our review of, go over to the Falling Tower channel, check that out. It's 80s sitcom month, and we released our review of Family Matters with Glee actor Josh Sussman. So check that out.
Nice.
Family Matters. It is a family matter. That's how I always imagine they said it. But they probably didn't.
The English way.
It is a family matter.
It's a family matter. Oh, no.
And then on Sunday, this coming Sunday on the Seventh Rule channel, this is at Deep Space 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's Deep Space noon Eastern time. We will be releasing on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel our review of, oh my gosh, already the first segment of Deep Space Nine Season 7, Episode 23, Extreme Measures. And then on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on the YouTube channel of the Seventh Rule, we are releasing the full episode of Deep Space Nine Season 7, Episode 19, Strange Bedfellows. That is a great episode, Strange Bedfellows, with the leader of the Cardassian Union, Damar himself, Casey Biggs. So that is a fun one.
Nice.
Everybody go check that out. And then on Tuesday, we'll be right back here on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel with a live show entitled The Main Viewer, where we catch up on all the news of the week. And then right now, people are saying, I thought that's what this was. We didn't cover anything.
You were wrong.
We talked about Star Trek like a third of the time. But that grilled cheese sandwich, I could talk about that all day.
Yeah.
I want to have, somebody said in the
This is
live chat,
quality
Star Trek and
content.
grill.
Very.
Yeah. Oh, and Anne Marie, you're right. It was pancreatic cancer. I don't know what I said.
Okay.
What did I say?
Somebody said prostate cancer. in the
Oh,
live
yeah.
chat.
The
Maybe it
wrong,
was-
the wrong P. It
Yeah,
was the wrong.
pancreatic has got
You
some
were in the
people
alphabetical
recently.
range, though. That's what matters.
Yeah.
You were
it
close.
was pancreatic cancer. It
Uh,
wasn't
all right.
prostate.
Anne Marie, you are out partying in New York with like Women at Warp or something right now. Let us know in the live chat as we go
Yeah.
out how much fun you're having, and what you guys are drinking, if anything. I'm not
Yeah.
assuming that you guys are drinking when you're going out drinking on in New York.
New York prices, yeah, maybe not.
You never know.
Anyway,
And
and say
we didn't.
say hello to our friends at Women at Warp for us,
Yeah.
please, Anne Marie. And
Yes,
what were you saying,
please.
Melissa?
I was gonna say we didn't talk about Prodigy.
We
Right.
did.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
We were so
said it was
engrossed in grilled
great.
cheese, we forgot about that. Wow.
Everybody rated it between 9 and 100. That was the full gamut of the rating.
Okay, but we didn't talk about it.
This, I mean,
Well,
We
I
didn't
am so glad
talk.
you're here.
in 15 seconds or less, what are your thoughts on the episode, Melissa Longo?
I was just gonna say, I love this episode so much. I feel like it's the most Star Trek of the new era of Star Trek.
Since Aaron Waltke's last episode of Prodigy, the Kobayashi Maru with all of the
My
with
gosh.
Uhura and
See,
Scotty
that was
and all
good.
The king of
That was good.
throwback.
Yeah, Aaron Waltke
He's
is
a
nailing it
master at
for us.
that. There's so many great nuances in this episode, and I love it. And I love the Enterprisers and Sue.
When he said my. That was the best line ever in Star Trek history.
Yeah.
There
It's
are
like as
none
close
higher.
to Galaxy Quest and Star Trek as we could get.
Oh my gosh! But
Yeah.
they're all talking
But speaking
like
of
Kirk.
Aaron Waltke, I will be interviewing Aaron Waltke tomorrow afternoon. So that should be a fun time for a little project that you may or may not have heard of, because they cover a lot of Voyager type stuff in Prodigy. So that will be very cool.
That's so fun.
Nice.
It's for a documentary. Anyway.
Awesome.
A fun
Uh,
documentary.
Any final thoughts on Prodigy, you guys, before we roll out?
They kept it canonical and they wrote it in with the TOS canon because the Galileo
Garvik.
and everything and the ensign and just all of it. Just
And son.
yeah. If you look into it, there's already so many articles online explaining how it fits into TOS. And it really is cool. And it explains the communicator that was left by McCoy on the planet. It's just like, good job.
Isn't that something that Lower Decks usually does? Lower Decks usually kind of like picks up where other shows left off. And it's really cool to see Prodigy doing that too, because the universe is a big place. There's enough room for everybody to do fun things. And I think
fill in the
they
gaps.
Absolutely.
killed it,
Right.
crushed it.
Yeah.
So good.
I have nothing further to add.
Chasen
good.
says, basically gives the cliff notes for this episode: jury duty, cats, and grilled cheese sandwiches. That's right. We did talk about cats
That's
for a
pretty
while
good.
too.
That was a
We
while.
did.
We did.
Every
We
season
did.
a poll.
I miss the days when Facebook was just all cat videos. Everybody used to all be like, Facebook is all cat videos. And I'm like, well, I like cat videos.
That's fine.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I want it to all be cat videos again.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's peaceful.
Anyway,
Cats are so
Yeah.
entertaining.
cats are adorable.
Absolutely.
And their little
Wonderful.
faces. Anyway.
Yes.
Amazing.
All right.
Squish them.
So we all got to run out here, everybody at home, but thanks for playing with us. And Katie, can you please tell us where everybody can find you online should you choose to be found? Or you could give like a fake
Absolutely.
phone number. That's what we used to do back in the day. We used to be
Really?
like, but then we would panic and start to give the right phone number, but then just say like the last digit is wrong.
Yeah.
Same.
Right?
Same. Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't just make something up. Like, what if I don't have enough numbers? Anyway.
8, 6, 7,
It's
5.
555.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8675308.
8.
Yep, that's it. Because then what if they ask you to repeat it? It needs to be a number that you can actually repeat.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, Katie.
555. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you do want to find me and not use any of your cell phone data plan, you can always message me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever it may be, at weather_Katie, or my YouTube channel, So Many Random Fandoms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Linda Anderegg in the live chat says, Kevin Hageman said in our chat, you mean the Seventh Rule chat yesterday? I believe he was in there joining us. They do join sometimes, which is very nice of them, the Prodigy writers. But he said in our chat that the last episode was also modeled after Miri. I had to think on that one.
Oh.
Interesting. What about
right.
you, Shar? Where would you like to be found in this ever-changing social media landscape? She took a breath before she answered.
Yeah, big deep breath, because that's a loaded question these days. I think I'm going to get off Twitter, and I am trying Mastodon. So if you want to find me, my handle is ohtheprofanity at 10forward.social. You can try and find me there. And otherwise, hit me up here. I'll be here and I'm on the mission log stuff. If you're on their server on Discord, you just
And your
join
home
the
address?
Patreon, you can find me there.
Yeah.
No. No home address. No social security
Grilled
number, no
cheese
credit card
sandwich
numbers.
parties.
Yes.
Those are
this
invite
has
only.
to be a thing.
That's probably
But
smart.
for the time being, that's how it is. I mean, yeah, right now Twitter is a big question mark. So we'll see, huh?
Mhm. Can you imagine though, just to close out that grilled cheese sandwich talk, because I'm going to do this grilled cheese sandwich tasting party. I've had beer tasting parties way back in the day. Had ginger beer tasting party at my place and didn't realize how much sugar was in it until I was on my third one. But a grilled cheese sandwich party, because then you can also have like little soup, tomato soup sides, right? But then also like beers probably would be a good, I got to stop this.
Have it in the middle of
Getting too
winter
hungry.
in
So hungry, you
I'm
guys.
going to drool all over myself.
I have food
Nice
waiting
cold,
for me. I
rainy
need
day.
to go.
Yeah. Melissa, can you tell us where we can find you online so we could get the fuck out of here and eat?
At Melissa Longo, Malissa, Longo.
You can run a commercial with that jingle.
Yeah.
On the social medias, I am still on Twitter for the moment, and at the Introverted Republic, Walking Art Made by Melissa is there, and then these places.
And everybody could find me, Virtual Trek Con, Falling Tower, The Seventh Rule, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, also on Twitter, Ryan TG Husk, at Ryan TG Husk. You can find me on TikTok, never. And
You joined?
I don't. Every once in a while, somebody sends like a TikTok video, and I'll like look at it, but you don't have to join for that, right? So you're like, okay. Like
Right.
Darnell sent me something with like some weird wrestling move. You guys wouldn't understand, but Darnell
Show
and I
it.
get it.
You have to demonstrate now.
Yes.
Guys, I have a
didn't-
burrito waiting for me downstairs.
Yeah, no, sorry. It'll have to
dying
wait
here.
till next week. We got to go, everybody. So
on.
sorry. It's burrito time.
Say button
And
bell.
thank you all
Taco
very
Bell.
much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Refresh this channel or refresh this video and give us your comments below about your favorite grilled cheese sandwich and your favorite cat or dog type of animal. And that's it. Have a chill weekend. You've earned it.
See you guys. Bye.